Hi everyone, so today I'm going to show you around the website SAADA.org, and SAADA is an acronym for South Asian American Digital Archive, and it was established in 2008 to digitally document, preserve, and share stories of South Asian Americans. So this would include all those who trace their heritage to countries such as Bangladesh, India, Pakistan, Sri Lanka, and the many South Asian diaspora communities across the globe. So right now we are on the home page, and you can see we have a slideshow up here. And then further down, if you scroll, you can see the different projects that they have done, ongoing projects as well as future projects. So we'll go into those more in detail a little bit later. First, I want to show you across the top navigation. So let's click on About. And yeah, as you can see, right now they're currently in their 10th year of documenting, preserving, and sharing stories of South Asian Americans. And there are 3,162 items contained in their collection. Here's the number of visitors that they've had around the world since 2014. There are 89 original articles by scholars of South Asian America in Tides, their online magazine. And they've done 83 presentations and events that was delivered and held at venues across the country. So if you wanted to take a look at their mission and vision statements, you can do so by clicking on this link. And here it will tell you their goals for their organization. So SAADA creates a more inclusive society by giving voice to South Asian Americans through documenting, preserving, and sharing stories that represent their unique and diverse experiences. We envision American and world histories that fully acknowledge the importance of immigrants and ethnic communities in the past, strengthen such communities in the present, and inspire discussion about their role in the future. And then they just have a list of their values. So that would be really good for teachers to take a look at and align their lesson plans with as well. And then down here, they just have information about their staff, board of directors, academic councils, supporters, publications, press, and then contact. If you would like to contact them, they have a telephone number and email. So again, we're just going to go across. So then they have a news link, and they just have news articles here. Anytime they just have any updates about what's going on, maybe new projects. As you can see, the last article was from July 10th, 2017, so it's been a while. They don't post here as often, but it's good to just check back if you're interested to see what's going on. And then they have events. So if you're interested in attending an event or looking at past events that have been held, they have all that information here. So these are all the past events. And there's actually 2 upcoming events as of this date that I'm recording this. And it's called The Missing Stories. So one will be held Thursday, and it says, I'll give you the date and time and location. And if you want, you can just click on it for more information of what it's about. And here they'll give you a description of the event, and you can register. So going back. Also, if you wanted to request a presentation, you can do so by sending them an email. So if whether it's your high school, college, university, or place of business, you can put in a request and they will get back to you. Okay, so here are the various projects that I mentioned before on the homepage. They have them listed here as well. So of course, starting off with the archive, here you can browse the archive. As you notice that they have the search also here at the right-hand side of every single page, no matter which page you click on, the search will also be there, or you can simply just go to projects and the archive and it'll take you here and it's the same thing. So they have various categories of how you can browse the archive. So you can browse it by themes. So this is broad categories into which many of the materials in the archive are organized. So they give you examples: arts, early immigration, gender and sexuality, political engagement, etc. So if you click on it, there. So, for example, they have food, race, so different things, and you can see the number of items they have in that category. So here, political engagement, there's a lot in there, community organizations and organizing. So that's one way if you kind of just were interested in a specific topic. Or you can search the collections. So again, they have it separated into various collections. Then you have sources. So these are a list of publications from which the items in the archive originated. So these are various magazines, newspapers, all listed out if you're interested in a specific one. Then they have creators, so a list of the individuals and organizations that are primarily responsible for the item's creation. So if you know any creator or you're interested in any specific one, again, you can just click on it and they tell you how many they've created. Then they have time periods, which is very helpful if you are teaching a history lesson and you wanted to, say, perhaps teach a lesson in the, based in the 1920s. You can click on that. Or even earlier, this is the period from 1680 to 1923 preceding the United States versus, I'm sorry if I butcher this name, but Bhagat Singh Thind, the Supreme Court case, which determined that Asian Indians were ineligible for citizenship based on their race. So that's an important time period before and then after, and then you can just click on it and then see maybe which ones you're interested in sharing with your students. But again, great resource. And then here we have 2001 and onwards if you want to take a look at the period after September 11th. So that's another great way to browse. And then also if you're interested in states, like the region that these stories are coming from. So if you want, look, as you can see, California has 522. New York is another huge one, 230. And I'm sure more stories will come out from the other places, but these are the most popular. Illinois has 183. So yeah, you can browse by state as well. And they also have types. So depending on the type of media or format that you're more interested in. So for visual learners, you got moving images, which are pretty neat. Click on that, they got 5 of those. So here they have a movie reel, and it says it's from April to 2nd, 1959. And you can just click on the video, and they have some information here about it. And then you can make it big like this. No sound, I don't think, in this one. Yeah, there's no sound, but as you can see, it is, how long? About 30 minutes long, but very interesting. So again, you can look at the various, or they have photographs, tons of them, 844. You got correspondences, website, text. So, and then lastly, we have languages. So here, most of the documents that you'll find here are English translated. But then you also have Urdu, Punjabi, Hindi, Malaysian, Japanese. So yeah, you can browse by language as well. And then if you want to search on the side, it looks like they have also an item map and a state map. They have all the same things here, though, that we just examined: theme, collection, source, creator. But these are 2 editions that they don't have on this page. So it just shows you visually on the map here, like how many items they have. And you can see, again, the most is from California, New York, and Illinois. So, and the least are this tannish color. So these are usually just like 1 items. So going back, then you have the item map, same thing, just different way of looking at it to kind of visually see how many stories we've gotten from across the US. And then if you want to just visually go through all the items in the collection, you can do so by clicking on this. And you can just go down and browse the various pictures and correspondences, letters, etc. just by that. And then if you kind of don't know where to start or just not sure where to look, then you can just click this random generator and it'll just take you to any page. So here, for example, they pulled this up and you can just take a look like that, and you can just keep hitting random and it will take you to another. So that's fun. Let's see. So we were looking at projects, and that was the archive. Now you also have the Tides magazine, which is their online magazine where they publish articles. Here, the latest one is from April 11th, but they update this regularly, and there's some really interesting articles down here. If you scroll down, I would really recommend this article on, again, Bhagat Singh Thind. This talks about a really important court case and how he was rejected of his American citizenship, and I think it would be really important for students to learn about this in a history lesson. So again, a lot of this is really great. You can see more and see all the various articles that have been published. So that was the Tides magazine, and then here they have more information regarding the Road Trips project. And this was launched in 2013, and it was a project that aimed to collect and share stories of immigrants' first experiences in the U.S. So click on that, and it takes you to an outside website, and here it tells you a little bit more information about the project, and then you could browse on their website as well. So here are some of the stories that they've had collected. Also, we have some other projects, Artists in the Archive, the Where We Belong one. So this project, I believe, aimed to organize South Asian artists for a year-long dialogue on how to use art and the archives to fight against the erasure or the symbolic erasure of immigrants and minority communities. So here they have video clips that you can show students. Yeah, so these are very helpful. I really like this clip of, I believe he was an Indian immigrant, and he sang on this
Brenda
show
Daly and Cool Dip Racing.
Sorry. He came on this show called You Bet Your Life, and yeah, he sang a really great song, so that would be a fun clip to show students as well. And then, yeah, so there's more projects here, and this one's really exciting. It's a book a forthcoming book about the South Asian American community and its history targeted at high school age readers. So this would be perfect to share with your students once the book is published. So yeah, that's a future project, but definitely one that you can anticipate. And then here we have resources. So this is an excellent resource for students and teachers. Here they have an introduction to the South Asian American history. So it's an article that the students can browse. And then here we have lesson plans for the teachers. If you just want to get some ideas of how you can use this website and its collection, they give you ideas. So if you want to look at this one, the ethnography and the South Asian American experience, it tells you who the lesson plan is by. So if you want to adapt it into your own, it tells you how long, like the time needed for, if you need to split it into like 2 class periods, objectives, supplies, and it'll outline the activity. And so there's different questions and challenges for students, and then a suggested bibliography at the end. So that's a great place for resources. And then lastly, if you're interested in donating, you may do so here. As you can see, so far they have $827 donated in 2018. And if you want to just support SAADA, you can do so by filling out this form. And that's everything on the top navigation. And then again, on the side, no matter which page you click on, as you can see, the search will always be there on the side. So again, I think that this is a great resource for teachers and students interested in researching the historical and present-day South Asian American experience. I hope you found this little overview helpful, and I really hope that you can find ways to implement it in your classroom teaching. All right, that is all. Thank you for listening. Bye.